Sarah, originally called Sarai, was the wife of Abraham, then called Abram, and is one of the most important women in the Bible. She lived in the ancient region of Mesopotamia, and her life is primarily detailed in the book of Genesis. She was barren for many years, which was a significant issue in a culture that valued women primarily for their ability to bear children. However, she's remembered as the mother of Isaac and one of the foundational figures in the ancestry of the Jewish people. God made a covenant with Abraham, promising that his descendants would become a great nation. Although Sarah was well beyond childbearing age, God specifically included her in this promise, declaring that she would bear a son despite her age. Sarah's story begins with her journey with her husband Abram from their home in Ur to the land of Canaan, as God commanded them to leave their homeland for a promised land. Despite her advanced age, Sarah supported Abram's faith in God's promise that they would become the parents of a great nation. For many years, however, Sarah remained childless. Desperate for an heir, she suggested that Abram have a child with her Egyptian maidservant, Hagar. Abram agreed, and Hagar bore a son named Ishmael. This decision, though culturally acceptable at the time, led to conflict between Sarah and Hagar. When Hagar became pregnant, she looked down upon Sarah, which caused tension in their household. Despite her earlier doubt, God reaffirmed his promise to Abram, saying that Sarah herself would bear a son. At this point, Sarah was 90 years old and Abraham was 100. When Sarah overheard God's message, she laughed in disbelief, wondering how she could bear a child at such an advanced age. But God responded, "Is anything too hard for the Lord?" True to God's word, Sarah gave birth to Isaac, whose name means laughter, symbolizing both her initial doubt and her eventual joy. As Isaac grew, Sarah's protectiveness over her son deepened. She asked Abraham to send Hagar and Ishmael away, fearing that Ishmael would inherit Abraham's estate alongside Isaac. While this decision may seem harsh, God reassured Abraham that Ishmael would also be blessed and become the father of a great nation, but Isaac was to be the child of the covenant. Sarah lived to be 127 years old, and she was honored as a matriarch of the Israelite people. She was buried in the cave of Machpelah, the first piece of land owned by Abraham in the Promised Land, a place that later became a family burial site. Phenomenal qualities gotten from the life of Sarah. 1. Faith. Sarah's faith in God's promises is a key aspect of her story. Despite the years of barrenness and her advanced age, she ultimately trusted God's plan, though she struggled with doubt at times. 2. Resilience. Sarah experienced long periods of waiting, disappointment, and personal tension, especially in her relationships with Hagar and Abraham. Her ability to persevere through these challenges highlights her inner strength. 3. Loyalty. Sarah stood by Abraham through her journeys, challenges, and uncertainties. She followed him into unknown lands, showing her loyalty to both her husband and God's plan. 4. Maternal love. Her fierce protectiveness of Isaac showed Sarah's deep maternal instinct and desire to safeguard her child's future, ensuring that God's promise would be fulfilled through him. 5. Humanity. Sarah's story is also marked by her human struggles, including jealousy, fear, and doubt. These qualities make her relatable and show that even great figures of faith faced personal challenges. Wow. Inspiration gotten from the life of Sarah. Sarah's life serves as a powerful testament to the importance of faith, patience, and resilience. Her story is an inspiration to those who may be waiting for a promise to be fulfilled or facing obstacles that seem insurmountable. Even when things appeared impossible by human standards, Sarah's life shows that nothing is beyond God's power. Her journey from doubt to belief mirrors the struggles many face in maintaining faith through difficult times. Sarah's eventual joy at the birth of Isaac encourages believers to trust in divine timing, even when circumstances seem contrary to what has been promised. Sarah also serves as a reminder of the importance of perseverance in the face of disappointment. Her story illustrates that setbacks or personal flaws do not disqualify anyone from God's plans. Despite her moments of doubt and her involvement in the conflict with Hagar, Sarah is remembered for her pivotal role in the history of God's people. Her legacy as the matriarch of Israel makes her an enduring symbol of power of faith and the fulfillment of God's promises, inspiring countless generations. Thank you for listening. This is Saint and Light. Kindly like, subscribe to my channel, and drop your comments. Thank you.